Hello, my friends. Kristen Fagan here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading, our final one of the year. Holy moly. I always love this week. It's kind of like so much rest, a lot of what's happening, not knowing what day it is. So fun. I got some goodies in the mail from Softwax Company. So I'm going to share some of those. I also got 2 more labradorite, carved labradorite cabochons because I couldn't resist. This one looks like a large one. Yeah, this one's a large one, which we have large left. I think we've sold out of the small and the medium sizes. We have maybe 10 of the large left. So I got one of those. And this one was probably more like the medium size, maybe. I'm not sure. This one's the large. This one's probably the medium. So 2 more to play with. We've been making pendants with them. We did this one with a square shape on a previous Free Spirit Beading, and then we did this one with the teardrop shape. So fun. You can catch both of those on replay on the Softwax Company YouTube channel. I feel like I need to move my light a little bit out of my face so I can see your comments. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Liz. Hello, hello. Cecilia. Happy New Year, everybody. Anita's here. Thomas is here with me in the background. So today, I'm going to take a look at some of our wooden cutouts. We've done a few videos of these throughout the years, but they are on closeout. And right now we have a closeout sale happening. So we're going to do some coloring on these. I've been playing with some colored pencils and some paint markers. We are totally out of all of our paint colors. Usually I use the Ultimate Paint on there, but we're totally out. We do have the glaze left, which I will share with you today how it works. And so we do have this left, and it's also in closeout. So if you want to pick up the glaze, you can go grab that. Our closeout sale, let me just pop that up real fast. Oh, oops, I don't have it in here. Let me go grab it. Our closeout sale is an extra 10% off of all of our closeouts and outlet items. So we have 2 categories, closeout and outlet, and you can get an extra 10% off with the coupon code Last Chance. There's over 200 items on clearance, and you can get savings up to about 64% off with that extra 10% off on there. Go ahead and shop at softwaxcompany.com. This is good until tomorrow, December 30th, and you get 1 coupon per order. Lots of fun stuff in there. What do you guys think of my necklace? We made this last week with the roller beads, and then I made another one on my own, but I don't have it at my desk here. I'll have to grab it another day. With gold and green, I think. So fun. So we're going to do a giveaway here on the video. You got to be here at the end to win. Using the hashtag color in the comments will get you entered into that giveaway. And we're going to give away one of these Colorful Soul wood cutout palettes today. It is Kumihimo. Yes, I made it last Monday on Free Spirit Beading episode. So Kumihimo with soft flex medium diameter all throughout here. And then it's strung up the back with some large ceramic beads. What's really nice is the large ceramic beads cover the ends of your Kumihimo. So they kind of act like a little bit of a cone to cover up the ends on there. Super fun. I love it with the ceramic beads. I made it with blue too. That one I do have here. I made this one a while back and I wear it all the time. I love it. It's got the silver rolla beads and it's done with the blue ceramic beads. And then you also have like tanzanite soft flex beading wire that you can just see peeking out a little bit through the rolla beads. Fun. But I wear it and I love it. So I wanted to make some more. So I made this one with all of you. And then I also made a gold and green one that I was wearing around the holidays. Anita says, I've only done simple Kumihimo, not with any patterns yet. Yeah, this is a pretty easy pattern because it's all the same bead. So it's not like changing colors or changing bead types or anything throughout, just the same bead. So it's that simple 8 warp Kumihimo, and then you add a bead in between. I know, it's so pretty with the silver, isn't it? I want to do a copper one too. I like the, you know what? I'm going to go grab the gold one. Hold on. Because I want to show it to you. These green beads are a bit bigger than the others, so a little heavier. But those are with the gold rolla beads, and it's strung on the dark green emerald soft flex. I haven't, and then I just did seed beads up the back. I wasn't sure if I should keep going, but it would get really heavy if I kept going. So with the big beads, so I decided to do seed beads up the back. Now I have to do the copper one. So I have all the metal tones in the rolla beads. Ooh, that sounds great, Anita. The ceramic beads, they range. The green ones were in a live sale, so I don't actually know. These brown ones are on our website, so maybe Thomas can check out. They're in that the one that has all different colors of the ceramic beads. That's where those are from. And then these were the oval ones, again, were also in a live sale. So I'm not really sure how big those are. All right. So I hope everyone had a nice holiday, has had some rest. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you're home, spending it nice and quiet and getting creative. I know I'm on my in-between time, Nancy. I'm here and we are going to color some wooden pieces for jewelry. So here's some examples of things I've done in the past. Done these. These were done with the Ultimate Paints. And then using Soft Flex craft wire, I made my own ear wires, and there's just a jump ring at the bottom. It's fun to connect them. I do think I want to color a little bit on the back because it bums me out when they flip around. So I might do a little coloring on the back of these too, just to kind of have something on the back. Liz says the brown ceramic beads are 10 millimeters. Yeah, thank you. I would probably say the green ones are like almost double in size that I use. So they're probably close to 20 millimeters. Here's one that I did with the paints and used soft flex to connect and add a little charm at the bottom. Here's one from the chevron panel, which is, we only have 4 of these left, but it's this shape here that came from the center of this panel. And just painted an ombre around with some little leaves, and then attached this adorable mushroom charm with soft flex, and then had a little jump ring for the necklace. Oh, did you, Nancy? Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm so glad you did. Yay. So the ones I'm working with today, I grabbed a few beads that are on closeout, just a red and blue small fire polish, and then also this, I think this topaz melon bead. Topaz melon bead is also on closeout. If not, you can still find it at Softflex Company. I grabbed those. I don't think these are on closeout, but they are on a sale price, and they are some ceramic beads that are square, and you get this like this in a multicolor set. So I thought those might be fun. And so in addition to the panels, I've got the chevron panel here, which I started to work on a few designs. So we'll work on those together. And then I've also got the moon panel here, which I started to draw little daisies on the moon, figure out what I'll do with that. But these are all on closeout, so you'll get them on sale and then also get that extra 10% off through tomorrow. Making them, I think, $5 a piece. Which is pretty cool because you get on this one, I think you get 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, making 5 pairs of earrings for $5. And then on this one, I feel like you got 14 pieces because there's some extra small ones in here. There was something, I think, in between. Oh, these were in between that and that. It was like that in here. Ooh. So you get all of those different shapes. So many things on sale. So many. These were from an older panel. I just popped them out to play with them. They're kind of simple, and I wanted to see how they look. This one I did with just the paint markers. And this one I did with the paint markers and then put the glaze on top. I was able to smudge, like I wet my finger and rubbed it on here. I was able to smudge the paint markers a little bit, not a whole lot. So I don't think it's a huge issue, but if you put the glaze on top, then you will be sealing it, and it'll also give it a little bit of a sheen. Same thing here. I colored this one with colored pencils and then put some dots on there from the paint pen. And then I did the same thing on this one and then finished it with the glaze. So you see it's got a sheen on there, and it also will protect it. You could probably finish it. I'm going to just wipe my camera for a second. I feel like it's having a hard time focusing. So, and this one I did all with colored pencils. Isn't that kind of fun? All right, so what are we going to do here? So I was playing with some of these on the bottom. I really like this colored pencil one. I'm wondering if I should do the same technique on this one here. Liz says she's used the glaze and she really likes how it gives the piece a glossy look. Yes, and you can also mix the glaze with a paint if you wanted to kind of thin it down and make it more closer to maybe like a stain. I haven't tried that yet, but I don't actually have any regular paint with me. I just have my paint pens, which are Posca, and I'm using the medium size 5M. It's a little bit large for more detailed work. I probably would have preferred if I had the next size down, 3M, but this is what I use more often. This is what I have all the colors in, so I'm making it work. And I've got a bunch of colors to play with. I have some simple Crayola colored pencils. Probably, Anita. I know I've done the Mod Podge when we did a decoupage one. Remember way back when, if you guys recall, we'd had the book kit and we did decoupage, and we did that with just, oh, I have them here actually. Let's see. Where did I put them? There they are. So these were decoupaged on there with some Mod Podge, and they held up great. You can also put resin on them. You can do another lacquer. You could do all sorts of things. We just happen to have this glaze. It goes along with the Ultimate Paint collection. So that's what we've got at Softlex Company for you to pick up to use if you'd like to. All right. Yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this on these smaller pieces. So I think I'm going to do this first. And I could start with red up at the top. Do the little loop there. And then move down to orange. And I'm going a little bit over the red, so it looks like it blends down into orange. Next, I will go to yellow. Again, going up over the orange a little bit. And then green. Maybe I'll do this turquoisey blue. And then I have a little bit of violet I'll put at the bottom. Come back with my blue. Just going to do a second layer. Come back with the green. Come back with the yellow. Somebody say they got some neon colored pencils. Ooh, would that be fun? Come back with the orange. And I noticed my red I grabbed was a different brand. And I want it to be a little bit darker. Fun, and then you'll just pop these out. That's a nice tip, Sherry. Sherry says to use white first and then the colors on top. I sometimes use white on top and actually blend them. Use it to blend too. I did on this one. This looks kind of fun as a possible necklace idea, doesn't it? So this is the chevron one from the one panel, and these are from the moon panel. But those could be really cute together, or making this a pair of earrings and a pendant separate. That's kind of fun. I have not put any glaze on these at all. I've left them as is. And if I were to wet my finger, my little test, it doesn't actually come off with the colored pencils too much. So that's nice. I wonder how tester paints would work. I've never used those tester paints. If you have them from painting metal, I think wood is pretty forgiving, and I feel like you could probably use lots of different things on it. So on these, let's make this guy. I kind of had fun with some drawing on this one. So here's the other half of that one. It's down here. I used my paint markers on that one. I love that you guys are coming up with all sorts of fun ways that these could be used. I'm going to add some brown next. You can't see it here, but I did add brown underneath that yellow. And So I'm just trying to repeat what I did the first time. I also added some green underneath that orange because I started out with this idea for colors and then I changed my mind. I'm using a pigment pen. This is a Staedtler, or I don't know how to say that. Staedtler 0.8. And I just use this I wanted to see how it would work to create some lines. On there, so it's got like a little pattern. And I'm going to come back with this kind of golden color. And I'm going to come back with this. I'm using some brown colored pencil in there too. Kind of clean it up a little. Okay, I'm going to let that one dry. And then I have this little guy. You know me, I love green. It looks a little bit like an ornament. I guess I'm still in the holiday spirit. So that's this one right here. And what I did for that one is I did some green colored pencil. And then I came back with blue colored pencil. And another green on top. And then I use this really dark green to make some lines across. And the nice thing when you're doing it on the panel still, you can go outside of your lines. I'll let that dry just a smidge and then I'll come back and add my little dots. I wanted to add on this one some drawing, but I don't know. I had just painted that in yellow. But I don't know if this is going to work that well. Let's see. I kind of wanted to do like a little pattern, like vines. I guess that's working. I wasn't sure if the marker would go over the thickness of the paint marker. it worked. Oops. Whoopsies. Not like super duper neatly, but it's cute. Cute idea. On this one, I did a little bit of the yellow and then I put white on top. Then I could kind of come back maybe with some lines. That's fun. I like that. That I like a lot. So that was this one. I just used my, what color is this? Ochre. Which looks a lot like the color of the wood, but kind of a mustardy yellow. And then I took my white and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I probably need to let that dry just a smidge first and come back and do that, because that bled a little bit. So let's let that dry and we'll come back. Let's come back to this guy. I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I guess I'll make these a little bit darker. Same for right here. Just gonna come back and make it a little bit darker. With the wood, it does soak in a little bit. You could even put like a primer on there. Similar to what Sherry said with the white pencil, you could put a primer, like a gesso on top so it doesn't seep into it, into the wood as much. So cute. These could be cute together, couldn't they? With that one at the bottom. Ah, that would be really cool, Nancy. She says she wants to try brick stitching on the open frames. You can even, if you do resin, you can even do something where you do resin. I saw someone do a piece of resin and then they put like dried flowers and then did resin on top. So when it was all done, it was just see-through and you saw dry flowers in between. I thought that was pretty cool. And then this one, I don't know how I feel about this one. Meh. Meh, 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 meh. I like the gold, but I don't know how I feel about that one otherwise. Maybe I'll color over it. I wanted to do one with this gray. So maybe I'll do gray and then I'll let that dry and put some gold on top. This feels dry now. tip because it had a little bit of that yellow on there. There we go. That's better. Now that has to dry, and then I can add my little details. Let's come back to this one. Let's see. I want to try Sherry's idea of white first. Although these could be daisies, so I could make them white a ways. So cute as daisies, actually. Maybe I'll put a little bit of white on the outside of my moon. And then try it with this light blue. And leave the daisies white. Could make the outline of the moon a little bit darker. By coming over it again and pushing down a little bit more. And then come back with white again. And that'll help blend it more. Make it a lighter blue. In the center, a little orange. Maybe a little yellow. Cute. So to draw the daisies, I first drew them with this. And I made the outline of the daisies on there with that. Cute, cute, cute. I like them. They're subtle. I'm trying to think if I want them to be darker or not. I don't think I do. Let's come back with some white. And didn't I have a little brown? I feel like this got a little muddy, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just add brown and make it like a brown center. So cute. They are me. I was first thinking sunflowers, but I love them as daisies too. Now I want to draw a flower here. What do we want to do here? I could do a lotus flower. I could do a sunflower. The shape feels very lotus flowery shape to me. But I could also do like little more daisies and do them kind of catty-cornered side to side, which would be really cute. Darken around the daisy petals per Sherry. I have a friend who would really like the daisies as well, so I'm wondering if I should do another daisy one. And this way, if I decide to keep one, I can give her I can give her one and I can keep one. Do you guys do that with gifts? I do that a lot. One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. This one could attach to that one. That's true if you wanted to continue on with your theme. Should I do the same color scheme? I don't have a pink. I do have kind of a violet purple. Oh, that's cute. I could do orange with it. A little bit of purple, a little bit of orange in there. That's cool. Oh, those are sweet. Ooh, Dana, that is super cold. I hope your son has somewhere else he can go and warm up. Thank you, Zach. Cute. I do have a little bit, I don't know if I should mess with it or not though, because they look so cute, but I do have a little bit darker of a blue that I could just come around the daisy. Just a little bit. Let's pop this one out and see how it looks. Oops, that one got stuck to the tape, to the paper. There's a paper on the back side that's sticky. I love that. I like how it feels kind of worn or romantic a bit. And it feels hand drawn on there, which I think is really fun. Pop this one out. This one I want to add the little lines on. Not funny how it came out. They kind of came out a little bit thinner. And then these I wanted to add. I've got this gold Uniball Signo pen. And I just want to add some gold to the gray. Maybe I'll just do dots, like polka dots around. That's fun. So that's got a little bit of a gold sheen. And I like that on top of the gray. Daisies are super cute. All right, let's see what it looks like with some glaze on there. And I'm going to take my glaze and I'm going to put it right on my wooden piece. This way you have an idea of how that will look once it's glazed. just blowing on it to kind of move it in all the directions. I want to make sure that there's no bubbles or a few bubbles. And then I also want to make sure that it kind of went all the way around. So I'll let that one sit and dry. Let's see. I didn't glaze this one yet. That one's got quite a big bubble right there, so I'm just going to use my brush to get that out of there. For some product that you colored with, do you need to wait to apply a protective coating? It'll depend on what you use. Yeah, so if you're using paint, definitely want to make sure your paint is dry before you add it because it'll smear. Colored pencils is a dry medium already, so you don't really have to worry about that. The paint markers dry pretty quickly. Interesting. I feel like if you take your brush and you brush too much on the glaze, you might disturb some of your drawing. So be careful with that. It was better when I just used the tip and put that on there. So cute. Let's see. Just giving it a very light squeeze as I use the tip to apply my glaze. This one does look like ceramic, doesn't it? So we're on the same wavelength, Nancy. Wire wrapping and and the wooden cutouts. You and I. This one came out very cute. I like that one a lot. I used my whole panel for the chevron, and I'm pretty close to using the whole panel for here. I've just got these two small ones and these two left. Let me think about how I want to attach these. So this one's definitely dry. This one's definitely dry. These are still drying. These I didn't put a coating on yet. I like how this is drying. I like that this one for some reason is kind of soaked in a little bit more. I like it. So with these pop outs, they are quite thick. So you have to get a little creative with how you're going to attach them to things. You could use jump rings as long as you have a jump ring that is thick enough. Let me see what I've got. Otherwise, you can do what I did here with craft wire and make a nice big loop at the bottom of your ear wire. Or you can do what I did here with saw flux and loop it into that way. So I have these which look big enough, but they might be too thick. Let's see. Ooh, that could be cute by adding like a bunch of little dangles or something down at the bottom on that one. I had pulled out these beads for it. This one is a ceramic bead. Let's see how that looks on there. That is fun. That is kind of cute, isn't it? Is it getting caught or is it flowing? I think it's okay. But then I cut this out. What would I do with that? This has a very New Mexico vibe. So if I want to use vintage bronze, perhaps. In a 20 gauge. If I can find it, yeah. So I'm thinking I might do something like this, where I do the loop and then have the bead and then do the loop again. So I need this guy, my multi-mandrel tool. And I'm going to straighten this out. We'll see. This is pretty large, so I don't know. But I think I have to do a loop about this size to go around. kind of bend it back towards me a little bit. And then I'm going to put it around my largest mandrel. Like that. And then I might just bump that out a little bit and trim that off. And then lastly, I would use my burr cup or a file to file down my ends there. Hopefully you fit. You do, you do. I wonder how that'll feel in my ear, because I don't know if I've ever had, oh, you don't even feel it. That's cool. I think it matches my necklace too. So cute. So that just gives you an idea of how to finish them off. You will need either larger jump rings or using craft wire. You could make your own ear wires. I'm going to use my nylon jaw pliers to do a little work hardening on the ear wire too. Just squeeze it all around. They do match my necklace. Maybe on purpose. Maybe just the way it ended up being, since I need earrings for my necklace, right? And I have so many fun things to continue playing with. You can see how you can like do something like this, where you add one of the top ones to an earring like that. This is actually starting to dry already. That looks good. Ooh, this one might be good with that one. Like those two together. Or you can just find another bead to put there. I know, this totally combines my two loves, Dana. I love when I get to paint and bead at the same time. Isn't that the best? It's rare to be able to combine. Oh, this one's almost dry too. To combine your two loves, but it is great when that happens. This one could be really cute with this too, if you wanted to keep it like modern and simple. That one, I like that one together. How do I feel about this? You know what could be fun is actually taking the silver one. I have a silver pen. And this one's got the gray with the gold on top. And then this one being the yellow and the silver on the bottom. That could be super fun. So many ideas. I like that. I like that a lot. So these are the Uniball Signo gel pens. I love these. I've got them in silver and gold, and I always buy them in white too, which I don't know where my white one is right now, but I tend to buy a bunch of them in white, and they're great for adding some details, having some fun. Love that. I didn't get a chance to use these, but I was thinking how cute these could be too. As like a focal at the top. Whew. All right. Let's see who our winner is today. So many ideas, lots of fun. I thought I would do more assembling, but I ended up doing a lot more painting. Surprise, surprise. Last chance to get your hashtag color in. Let's see. You've got 49 of you. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, Kaylee. Sending you and your family lots and lots of love. Ooh. Hugs for Karen as well. All right, let's see who our winner is today. You must be here live to win, so make sure that you let us know in the comments. The wooden pop-outs I used today are a closeout item. The chevron panel, we only have about 4 panels left, and the one with the moon, I think we have about a dozen, maybe a little over a dozen left. But we've got a clearance sale happening right now at softflexcompany.com. Use the coupon code LASTCHANCE to get an extra 10% off anything that's currently in closeout and in our outlet shop. So you can get up to 64% off depending on the item. Year-end clearance, we added a bunch of new things on clearance just about a week or so ago. So lots and lots of stuff in there, about over 200 items. Some of our things from our most recent kit, which we don't usually put stuff on sale that quick, but since we're at the end of the year, so Guardian Angel, you can pick up some of those items on sale. And I should also mention, it is Kit Week coming up. So if you haven't gotten it yet, Champagne Toast is what Sarah will be opening up on Wednesday for the new year. It's our New Year kit, and we're going to be opening it up right on New Year's Eve. So join us at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday for that kit reveal. Okay, let's see who our winner is. Ready and go. Carrie Lynn Arace. I probably butchered that. Carrie Lynn Arace, 4814. You are our winner today. If you're still watching, please let us know in the comments. Hopefully you're still here. It's all those letters, it threw me off. Carrie Lynn, congratulations. Yay, you're here. Please give us an email at info@softleggscompany.com. Let us know your full name, your username here on YouTube, and your shipping information. This way we can match up our winning information easily when the office gets the details. And we're going to send you our moon panel that we played with today, one of these wooden cutouts for you to give a try, and can't wait to see what you create. Those of you who are Facebook people, please join us over in the Softlegs VIB studio and share what you're working on, share what's inspiring you, share, what kind of projects you've got on your table, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask in there. Oh, Bridget, happy birthday. Happy New Year. My friend Melanie, her birthday is on New Year's as well. What a great birthday. How fun is that? So wishing you all a very happy and safe new year. We're moving out of the year of the snake and moving into the year of the horse. We're also ending a 9-year cycle in numerology. So we're starting fresh this year on a 1 year again. So really a lot of endings, a lot of things to let go of in 2025, and a lot of new beginnings for 2026. So happy and healthy, safe new year to all of you. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for the kit reveal with Sarah at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be hanging out in the comments with all of you, and then I will be back next Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific for our first free Spirit Beading episode of the new year. Bye, everybody.